Hey guys, it is PlazmaScream, and this week we have a very important pack in the store. And if you have already known this, then you would have been preparing for it for quite a while. But if you don't worry, there's still time. You got until next Thursday to prepare for it. But the pack I'm talking about is this bad boy right here, the Survivor Pack with Arkham Orton's Deathstroke, Batgirl Prime, and Containment Doomsday all in the same pack. It costs 595,000 credits, and every time you buy it, you get these three characters. So, the reason why this is so important is because this is one of the very, very, very few ways you can get Arkham Orton's Deathstroke in this day and age of playing Injustice Mobile. There was at one point an Arkham Orton's Deathstroke challenge, but it only ever ran one time and then never again. Okay? So, basically after that, the only way to get him was from real money Arkham packs, and getting lucky from Phantom Zone. And also, I think you can get it from these celebration packs here too. But that's it. So he's very rare after that challenge stopped coming to his challenge cycle. This is one of the only ways you can even get him, and this is the only way you can guaranteed get him in multiple times. If you save up enough credits, you can get this guy upwards to Elite 9, Elite 10. In my opinion, I recommend Elite 9. And you should buy as many of these packs as you possibly can this week. I hope you guys have been saving up for this pack, because I've been trying to let everyone know this pack was coming. It always comes during the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn challenge, and it is so unbelievably worth it. Arkham Orton's Deathstroke is one of the best carries in the entire game, and not only that, but the other two characters you get in the pack are really good too. Like Containment Doomsday is an amazing support, not support, I'm sorry, a tank, because it was passive. It's really hard to kill, and Batgirl she's got one of the best passives in the whole game. She can just enable so many carries. Just go nuts. Her passive is very, very helpful, very appreciated. And she's also pretty rare. Her challenge did come back last year, and it very well could come back as well this year, but that'll be a little while. Besides that, she's pretty rare. As you can see right here, from her chance of pulling it from a challenge booster pack, basically 2%, 3% chance. So pretty rare. And you can also get it from some other packs like the Instrumental Pro pack. But again, this is one of the only few guaranteed ways to get Batgirl Prime. Containment Doomsday, you can get it from challenge packs as well. But his challenge actually does not come anymore at all. So this is the only way to get guaranteed Containment Doomsday copies as well. If you ever wanted to promote him, you wouldn't really need Elite 0 for him, but you absolutely could promote him. He's a damn good carry too if you wanted to use him in that role. And I'm thinking about it because I do actually have the extra copies to do that. You see right here, I got 10 extra copies from the pack. But yeah, that is the deal. This week we have the Survivor pack, and it's going to be until next Thursday. And you should play as many matches as you can, whether that's bonus battle 6, or if you cannot complete bonus battle 6 because maybe you don't have the best roster, I recommend, instead of this one's just bonus battle 6, I recommend instead doing battle 32. That is this top right one up here, the Superman Fortress of Solitude page right here, and that one gives the best credits per energy used ratio. It's actually better to do than bonus battle 5, which is the star right here. So if you don't have the best characters or a whole lot of good characters, I'd recommend doing that if you cannot do bonus battle 6. And just play that as much as you can with as many teams as you can every day, and try to get as many packs, as many Survivor packs as you can before the next challenge next week, next Thursday. Like, do whatever you got to do to get that credits, because this is such an amazing deal that they got going on right now, and you would absolutely need to take advantage of it while it's here. But the main thing we're going to talk about today is Deathstroke, because I promised you guys a Arkham Origins Deathstroke video if you asked, and you did. So, let's go ahead and talk about this absolute killer of a character. Now, mine is already Elite 10, and max damage, and max crit, and max crit chance augmented as shown here. This is one of the strongest carriers in the whole game. Special 1, Special 2, super move, all of it. He hits like a absolute truck. In fact, I would say he hits like a freight train, because this is seriously one of the strongest characters in the game. His damage stat is misleading. It might seem kind of average to you, he only has base 850, 1150 after his augments. But with this passive here, he actually gets way stronger than that. So, basically, this guy hits 80% harder than a character of his stats. But then on top of that, he has a special 2 that already, by default, hits extremely hard. So you're getting a very powerful special 2, and then 80% damage increase added to that on top of that. And then you're factoring in augments as well. So this special 2 is going to completely destroy people. But not even just that. His special 1, because of his passive, if you get the 200% on the minigame, it will become unblockable, and it will guarantee crit. If the opponent is blocking, it will break their block in the first hit, and every hit following that will crit. And generally speaking, this will knock out about anybody. And it's very hard. If you give this guy's League of Assassin Knives, each hit, it's about 4 hits on special 1, will do like 40k damage. So you can get special 1s to do like 160k damage from him. As for special 2, he has, if I remember correctly, the 5th strongest multi-hit, multi-KO special 2 in the entire game. There are very few ones that are actually stronger than him. Ones that come to mind are just 2 Superman at Elite 10. But he should not be Elite 10 is the thing. So it might actually be weaker than him if you have him like Elite 7 or 8, because he has like really crazy high stats, like just really high HP. It would be higher than Deathstroke's here at 100k. So I don't recommend making him Elite 10. So if you're having him at the right promotions, then maybe he's not stronger. Jessica Cruz with 2 Green Lanterns, her special 2 is already really strong. It's even stronger with the more teammates out of there. Arkham Origins Bane, but again, only if he's Elite 10. If he's not, then Deathstroke's stronger. There's like one more in there. I don't quite remember it, but I had it written down at one point in time. But yeah, this guy is an absolute beast. And as for his teammates, now it depends on how you're going to use him. If you go for special 1 carry, and you absolutely can, then you can get pretty flexible with it. It doesn't really matter that much. But if you're going to go for special 2 carry, that's when it starts to matter, because he's going to need some help with that. Even though special 2 is very strong, and you can regard it as one of the best in the game, it has some issues. Well, number 1, he is an Arkham character, so he's going to really appreciate having Arkham Harley Quinn as his teammate, because she is going to enable him to get Block Breaker on each of his special 2 hits. If he doesn't have that and the opponent blocks special 2, he's going to have a hard time actually getting KOs. But with Block Break hits, he is going to have a very easy time taking opponents down, even if they want to block him. So that makes him really, really hard to stop. And it basically makes special 1 and special 2 capable of being unblockable. So he can just destroy people with either one. As for his other teammates, again, this can kind of go a few ways. You always want to have Arkham Harley, in my opinion, if you're going to go for special 2 carry. The third teammate can be a variety of people. The best ones, in my opinion, you actually see Nifty Black Adam right here. Just coincidentally, he's a very good pick. Arcanite Batgirl is an amazing pick with him. If he is somehow, with his humongous HP stat and Harley added to that, taken down to 1 HP, Batgirl can rescue him and prevent him from getting KO'd. And also, she is just an amazing gear shatter as well, because her special 1 can apply gear effects 3 times. So it's 3 shatter gears, 3 Ibistic applications. So that's a really good fit with Deathstroke. Another one, Lord Joker. Deathstroke is a gunner character, so he does get the benefit from the gunner passive from Lord Joker. He will get 20% air effect damage just from having him on the team. So you do that, and you add like 4th of Gully Mace. That will give an additional 15, so it's 35%. That's a death card if you have it. That will also get some AoE in there too. And then also Lord Joker is a really good support because he can shatter up to 2 gears with 1 special 1. So that's also very appreciated from Deathstroke. Despite the really high damage from Deathstroke specials, he does have some issues with Astro Harness. So you really, really want to have some kind of way of dealing with Astro Harness. That being either Batgirl or Lord Joker. Those are the 2 best options, in my opinion. Another thing you could do, if you wanted, is you could do Claw of Horse on Deathstroke. And this is something I came up with a while back. I have seen that, Deadshot's are really good with special ones, using Claw of Horse to shatter the opponent's Astro Harness while the barrier is still up. Well, I did some testing, and it turns out Deathstrokes to have the point blank special one, same thing. So with Totem and Claw of Horse, he's able to fire multiple special ones off an Astro Barrier, and even if it goes down, maybe you didn't shatter it, you can just still keep firing. So say the barrier goes down, you do another special one because Astro Harness is still there, you didn't shatter it. You keep going, and chances are that special one will shatter the Astro Harness, and even if it doesn't, it'll probably bring them down to the next barrier, which is probably 50% health threshold. And then the barrier is up again. Well, now, once again, you have time to continue firing off special ones with Changes Totem and Claw of Horse, and then you'll shatter it. If you didn't before, then you'll do it then. So that's a really good way to handle his little problem with Astro Harness, is just giving him Claw of Horse. A neat little thing here is if you tag him in, go for special 2 like normal, right? Then you tag out when an opponent comes in with Astro Harness. Then you tag back in later when you can, when the tag-in cooldown's over. Tag in Deathstroke, special 1 immediately on tag-in. Get the full gear shatter from the Master's Death card, Claw of Horse interaction, and then with that same exact special 1, you can KO them because if it's crit augments and damage augments, it will knock them out. Probably even if it's not 200%, because if it's that strong, and it changes from Death card, so it's going to land unblocked. So you're going to tag in, shatter all the gears, and then knock them out with the same special 1. And they will not have any gears to protect them. No Astro Harness, no 4th world gears, damage reduction gears, none of that. So that is a really, really good fit for him. So you could do this setup, or you could do Claw of Horse on Lord Joker, Arkham Knight Batgirl, even like Batman Prime. He's a good fit, more damage. As for other gears, you could use on Deathstroke. There's some good ones to pick. If you have Lord Joker, this is especially a good pick right here, the Mace. You could even do the Assassin Knives and get really high area of effect damage. The knives give 50% AoE. Joker gives 20%, so that would be 70 afterwards. Of course, again, there's some with Death card as well. You could do Enchantress. That would actually help you get block breaks as well, because after Special 2 is over, the skulls will start flying out. And then that will help you get a block break on the opponent after that, because the skulls can actually apply block break as well. They will be counted as being a part of his Special 2. It'll be like you get more hits added to Special 2. So that will, each of those skulls will allow you to get, extra chances of getting block breaks if you are using a Special 2 while the skulls are flying out. So that's really cool. Let's see what else. You could do Let's Go Helmets plus, Race Go Scimitar. You don't necessarily have to use the Master Death card, but you absolutely can. He doesn't chain Special 2 from Death card, but he can, especially with Harley, tag in, go for a 2-hit heavy combo, not 3, just a 2, and then you'll close the distance. Then you'll get 2 bars, and you can do Special 2 after that. And if Arkham Harley, even if they block, chances are you'll break the block. So it works out. So you can do this setup where you can do Race Go Scimitar. If you don't want to do that and you just want to tag in right away, but keep in mind that if you don't KO somebody, you will only be able to tag in with 1 bar power instead of 2, like you would with Death card and Totem. So you could absolutely do like this, and then whatever you want for that 3rd slot. Is there anything else here? I think that's about it. You could do Astro Harness too if you really want to, but I think it's better suited for your tank. That's about it. All right. So that is pretty much the main ways I would use Deathstroke. You should always be the carry, and you should always have, if possible, Arkham Harley Quinn with them. Now, keep in mind, I'm not exactly sure if Elite 10 Arkham Orange Deathstroke is the right way to go. I think it would probably be better if he was Elite 9. Now, I made the decision to make him Elite 10 a long time ago, so I can't go back now, but if you do 10 by chance, I would keep Harley and Lord Joker or Batgirl if you have them Elite 0 instead of promoted slightly like this. I promoted Lord Joker for a different team for Arkham Orange Joker, and I promoted Arkham Harley Quinn for Arkham Orange Batman. So that is why they have promotions. But if you do Elite 10, I would probably keep these guys even lower than where they are now. Otherwise, Elite 9 would have a lot more breathing room. The reason why I mention this is because Deathstroke has a big Astro Harness and health threshold problem. As good as he is, he's not perfect. So he doesn't like Astro Harness, doesn't like John Stewart barriers, doesn't like Noob 2 Shazam, all that stuff. And the higher team power, the more battle rating you're getting, the harder matches you're gonna get. I mean, they might not necessarily be hard, but like you're gonna see a lot more Astro Harnesses and such. It's just facts. You're gonna see more. The chances that your opponents are gonna have them are gonna be a lot higher. The higher stats that your team is. That's just fact. So it would be best if he was not fighting as many Astro Harnesses. But there's ways around that. Whether you give your teammates Cloud Horse or you do it with Deathstroke. But if I can, I'm going to go ahead and play some matches for you guys so you can see this monster in action for yourselves. I'm going to actually make Joker in the first slot. Okay. And we are going to do Cloud Force. Probably Stick. And you could do, if you use Race Glow Scimitar on Deathstroke, I would use the Master's Death card on Lord Joker instead. But we're going to do like this. And then this, we're going to use Astro Harness and Fourth World on Harley. Very simple, very basic. And I'm going to show you guys what kind of destruction you should expect. Okay, so this is actually a little bit annoying. This is the John Stewart team. Is there an Astro Harness on it? No, but I'm going to take my chance here. So sometimes when I fight these Green Lantern teams with Deathstroke, I will actually go for a special 1 instead. That way I don't waste 2 bars of power and have to tag out after. Because that John Stewart barrier, it's going to rescue them. So let's see if I can... Okay, I did not get it. Trigger the barrier. Perfect. That was 200%. I don't know if you saw that. There we go. Perfect. All right. So you saw the block break right there, and then you saw the crit after. That was a really good idea. Do special 1s instead of special 2s. Let's try and get a match where we can do special 2s, because I want to see that AoE damage. Okay, so this will be kind of funny. And Wally West and Reverse Flash, they're going to get all their health just depleted. Alright, let's go. So, watch this. Tag in 2 heavies, and then start doing special 2. Oh my god, dude. That would have been a full team KO if it went for Reverse Flash passive. Do it again. Alright, he's gone. Easy. Completely annihilated that team in seconds. In seconds. Like, that Wally West is supposed to dodge specials, but he can't dodge anything if he comes in and is just dead before he even gets to do anything. That's amazing. Let's see what else. Let's try a special 1 build, Flow of Knives, so you can see the AoE on that too. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another one in there. All right. well, not gonna lie, is a little difficult getting 200% on it, but I will try my best here. Pretty good, but not perfect. I say that and then I just destroy that Doomsday. Okay, I'm on my game today. 3 in a row? Not yet. Oh, didn't matter. I just destroyed him anyway. Who needs 200% anyway, right? Alright, that's pretty good. You see how fast I'm doing these matches? Like, I've done 3 in like just about a minute or two. Let's go and do Claw of Horus instead. Try to showcase everything, right? Okay, so Claw of Horus. And I want you guys to see, you know, all the best ways to use them. So with this one, I'm actually going to do a little different here. I'm going to do Quake Engine, and then I'm going to do Let's Go Pellet. That way we can make our Joker a little tankier. And this setup with Deathstroke is called the Utility Carry. Claw of Horus plus Tainted Totem on the same build. And if you use something like that, you really appreciate having a Quake Engine Joker because it makes the opponent not being able to tag out if their gears are shattered. Alright. Okay, tag him in. Pressure 2. And we're going to try to get 2%. Okay, she might just get knocked out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. And she did. Okay, that's insane. I don't even have the mace, and I'm just blasting through them. Let's do it one more time. I'm trying to showcase this, and Deathstroke is not having any of it. He just wants them to be dead now. No games. Okay, so I'm gonna do a special one instead. And then I'm gonna try and tag out. And that way I can tag him back in and you can see the Claw of Horus interaction. Okay, so here we go. Alright, there we go. And I'm gonna block. Easy. I'm just gonna wait. There you go, Harley. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Okay. And go. Okay, I forgot to do it, I'm not gonna lie. That's fine. I'm not trying to win fast here, I just need them to get the gear interaction here. If you can go Batman, that'd be great. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I guess he doesn't want to tag out. How about now? Yeah, there we go. Just sit here and wait. Alright, now watch this. Tag in. Dude, are you kidding me? I guess I'll just win. Alright. Let me try something here. They're dying too quickly is the problem. Let's do Batman, and let's showcase that team of Black Adam. That's a really cool team. There he is. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep the gears just like that. And then how about hold on. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, just do a DOT build on Batman. And then actually I'm gonna do something a little weird. Let's do Mother Box. Just because I'm already using Astronauts and Let's Go Comment. I would normally run helmets on Black Adam, but let's do something different here today. Okay, so what we're looking here is we're gonna go for Pusher 2. Okay. And then what's gonna happen is Black Adam is gonna get lightning strikes to come down after the KOs, after they start tagging in afterwards, and they are just gonna be unable to even defend themselves. If you've seen the Yellow Lantern video, it's the same strategy. Same characters too. Okay, so that's why Mother Box is nice. Now, beautiful timing on my part. Well, watch this. That's funny. Okay, now I'm going to tag out right here, actually, because I want to tag Doomsday. What's Doomsday? What's his name? Deathstroke back in. Okay, now watch this. Full gear shatter, special 1, dead. That is what I wanted to show you. So you saw Deathstroke just blast the entire team, and then you saw the Claw of Horse smash the Death Card interaction. So you could do that, and if someone has Astro Harness, damage reduction gears, whatever it may be. Oh, this is a crazy team. Alright, let's get in there. Okay, I'm going to try my best here. This looks a little difficult, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's go. Okay, so tag him in. Special 2. Time that perfectly. Don't even need Arkham Harley if you just know when to do it. This should just destroy him. Oh my god, that's insane. Okay, special 1, because I'm insane. Holy crap, dude. Alright, so you saw there. If you do a special 1 or special 2 fast enough after you land that final hit of the special 2, like the front flip, they'll kind of just rise back up from the ground like immediately. And a lot of times they'll be blocking when they do this. But if you do a special 1 and you get 200%, you can just break that block immediately and knock them out, just as you saw there. So, there you go. Arkham 1's Deathstroke completely destroys a Batman Ninja team with ease in seconds as well. We still got some energy. I guess we keep going, right? Okay. Another good reason we got Mother Box. This is a back row team. Everybody's going to have bar power, and we're just going to take that away so they cannot hit me. It's quite nice too because I do not have Arkham Harley, so it's hard to change. So, boom, boom. And I'm actually going to not even try and time that. We're just going to destroy her. Okay, so that's the Astro Harness, and we can just sit here and wait and go Black Adam. Okay, we're going to sit here and install time. Okay, I'm going to actually do it now. That's the most perfect timing I've ever seen. Completely destroyed. I knew exactly when to time that special 2 for when the barrier would go down, and she didn't block it, and she just got blasted through a barrier. Just went right and bypassed the final Astro Harness barrier. Kept going, destroyed Arkham Knight. Done deal. Okay, is there anybody else I can use with him? I'm just flying through his matches here. I will say if you have Arkham 1's the Joker, Elite 0, or kind of low promoted, he's really good as a carry, but if you had him by chance, low stats, it wouldn't be a bad idea to pair him with Deathstroke because, number 1, he's an Arkham character, so there's synergy there, and number 2, he is a quick engine Joker. You could give him that, and it would be half of a good synergy with, Claw of Horse on Deathstroke. Though a lot of times, to be fair, Deathstroke will just happen to destroy the opponent he is trying to take the gears off of, so, If you do have Arkham 1's Batman, low promoted, that'd be a good fit. He's a really good gear shedder with Claw Force. So you can give him like a very old school team. Used to be Batman, Deathstroke, and Harley. I can actually show that right here. Obviously don't use this if Batman and Deathstroke are both promoted because that's ridiculous. That's basically 2 carries on one team. But what I would do if I were to do that is something like this. I'll do Claw Horse, and then Enchantress. This is a very classy team. And then probably Ibistic. That way you got some DOT. Because Batman Special 1 applies 2 Gear Shedders from Claw Horse and 2 Ibistic applications. And then Harley, I would do Astro, Fourth World, of course. Gotta have it in every team if possible. And then Deathstroke, this is entirely up to you. You got some options here. we're already using Enchantress. The mace is a good option. You know, you could do the knives if you like. Let's go helmets, more damage. Can't go wrong with that. All those are good fit. You can even do Astro Harness on him if you want, and then you can do something else on Harley. I mean, if you really want to, you can do like revolvers on her. You know, I don't like it, but you could. It's an option. So that's definitely something you could do. This is a very OG, very old school team. Still very good to this day, of course. Okay, what else do we have here? If you had Deadshot low promoted, his power drain wouldn't be too bad. Gotta mention that, of course. What else? I already showed Black Adam. Oh, if you have this is a good pick right here. If you're using Raceable Scimitar, or maybe you don't have Harley with him, Gaslight Batman's a good fit because his Bat Swarm will make it so Deathstroke has a very easy time landing a special 2 after trying to block the opponent and then time it afterwards. So that would be a really good fit. Also, he is a good gear shredder as well. So you could do something like this. Do like Claw Horse, and then do Massive Death cards and Quick Engine. And then do, these gears plus the Scimitar. And that'd be a good team right there. Another thing is Batman and Gaslight can actually do Bleed on Special 1. The Bleed gives extra damage. If the opponent is bleeding, they take 20% more damage. So that's even more damage from Deathstroke. He already has a crazy amount, but that would give you even more. As if you needed more, but already showed Batman Prime, of course. Oh, that gives me a reminder. Batgirl Prime is a really good fit with Deathstroke as well. So let me go get my Batgirl out here. She should be right around here. Okay, so Batgirl or Joker. I actually seen one of our Discord server members and subreddit members. They're called Crownless on Justice, their account. And what they do is they do something like this. I believe it's helmets plus the mace. So like this. And that will give you a lot of AoE and a lot of damage, especially 2 hits. And then I believe it's Astro Fourth World on Batgirl. Keep in mind the promotions are different on this team. It's like 0 for both of these and then 9 for Deathstroke. And I believe it is Claw of Horse, Death Card, Enchantress for Lord Joker. Oops, took away my Enchantress. Here we go. Okay, do we have enough power to do a match? Two minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to wait. I don't want you guys to have to wait. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. So with the helmets and the Fourth World Mace, that's gonna really amplify the damage on Deathstroke Special 2 even higher. So let's go ahead and get in there. It's hard to block that. Now. Okay, I guess we don't even need 200% because the entire team is just dead. Holy crap, I did not even do the whole 200% and they're just gone, dude. Are you kidding me? Talk about overkill. Okay. Let me do it one more time because that's kind of fun. Alright. Should also mention a cool thing about this team is Batgirl gives what's called gear flexibility for your carries, so they don't have to run Master Death Card or Raceable Scimitar. They get to run an additional gear. So that way we have Deathstroke is able to use 2 damaging gears, 2 special 2 damage increase gears, being the crit boost from the helmet and the mace. And Lord Joker. No. Okay. Boom, boom. Oh, he's got a barrier. But I'm prepared for that. Okay, go Joker. Special 1. And there should be a Gear Shatter. Yep, there we go. And we just sit here and wait. Okay, and then is it Gear Shattered? I think so. Yep, it is. And gone. 89k damage on that. Alright, pretty good. You got a good Gear Shatter from Lord Joker. Take out the Astro Harness for Deathstroke. You got Batgirl, give him the bar of power. That way he doesn't need to use Red Skull Scimitar. And he can just have Death Cart and a bar of power right away. That's really nice. And Change Your Skulls prevent him from using a special after I went for the Gear Shatter. So that was a really good combo. But yeah, that's about all I can show you for Arkham wins Deathstroke. I can show you one more team. I'm gonna play a matchup. But I do like to use this team sometimes when I'm grinding, like alternate letters. So what I'll do is I like to have Hawkgirl and Arkham Harley with Deathstroke. Where's my Harley at? Right on here. There we go. And for this one, what I'll do is Totem plus Enchantress plus Red Skull Scimitar. And then I will actually make Harley the Gear Shatter. And even though she can only apply gear effects one time, well, if you give her the Master's Death card, and Hawkgirl should be able to tag in and out pretty frequently. And that way she will be able to easily apply that full Gear Shatter and multiple DOT applications from the Stick. Because with the Master's Death card and these gears, if you tag in a second time and go for a special 1, you'll get, as you saw earlier, multiple gear effects on a special 1. Despite you not having it normally from being a Harley Quinn, then that interaction will actually allow you to, get the full Gear Shatter. And also a bunch of DOT applied to. And if you're max crit, you get a whole lot of DOT applied when you do that too. And then of course for Hawkgirl, I like to do Astro Harness and Fourth World because you want to have every team, like I always say. And there you have it. So you do Deathstroke, Special 2s, you got Enchantress, so where even if they tag in and they have like say 10 totem on their character, or Batgirl, Red Skull Scimitar, whatever it is, Master Death card, the Skulls and Enchantress will prevent the opponent from going for their specials because, while the Skulls are flying out, they cannot go for specials until they are done flying out. That way you can just keep spam Special 2s over and over and over, and just lets you steamroll through the opponents. And it's just very easy to play, very easy to do, not really tricky at all. Just get in there, wreck everybody. They can't even stop you because of Enchantress. It's honestly kind of brainless, but that's a really good way to do alternate letters if you like that team for alternate letters. But yeah, that is about all I can talk about for Arkham wins Deathstroke today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys definitely got enough credits to buy this amazing character from the store today in the Survivor Pack. And again, it's still here until the challenge is over. So you have basically 7 days to get this pack as many times as you can. And I highly, highly recommend doing so because this is an amazingly powerful character. One of the best in the game. I say that a lot, but this is seriously one of the best characters in the game. Like, I think he's top 5. He's just seriously just an amazing character. One of the best carries. Special 1, Special 2, don't matter. He's just good at everything. He does both, as you saw. He's really freaking damn good. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching him just demolish people left and right easily. And hope you enjoy the rest of your evenings. Thank you.